Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Good Clean Gaming RX, and today I wanted to go over how to get into Star Citizen. For those of you who are new to the channel or who are new to Star Citizen, there is currently a free fly available because the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo is here once again, and you can now fly free through November 30th. So you can click here to download, or if you don't have a game pack and want to continue flying after the end of that November 18th to November 30th free fly event, you can get one of those game packs down below. They've got a couple of special starters here where you can get the C8X Pisces Expedition or the Cutter starter pack. This one's originally 45, that one's 54, both originally 60, so there's a bit of a discount going on. There's a little bit more of a selection here. If we go to the pledge store, you can see all of the different starter packs that you could potentially purchase to get into the verse. And some of these are pretty affordable at like $45. And some of them are a little bit more expensive. They've got like the exploration pack here or the Andromeda starter package that are quite pricey. I recommend not getting into those right at that amount. See about getting yourself something small to start off with. Or if you don't really want to put any money into it right now, like I said, there is a free flight going on. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how to do that. So if you have an account already, you can sign in here. We're going to assume that you don't. So we're going to go ahead and enlist now. And let's see here. We will call this one Raptor X for the account name. May contain only letters, numbers, or the dash and underscore characters. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we'll just leave that like that. The email, we'll just use the Good Clean Gaming. So goodcleangamingrx@gmail.com, which is of course, there we go, my YouTube address. It's already taken. Okay, let's do that, and there we go. Okay, so password, of course, we can just go ahead and select a strong password. I'm going to add one of my own. We'll turn that off so that we can do this. I'm going to pause here while I finish up this. Okay, you can go ahead and put your month, day, and year in here. And right here you have a referral code. So this is where you can add a little bit of a code from someone else. I would recommend myself. It's a little bit of an interest that I have there. To do that, you can go ahead and you can go to the bottom of this video in the comments, and I actually have my star code is in the video description. I'm going to go ahead and we'll pop over to one of my previous Star Citizen videos here. There we go, and we'll grab my star code right there, and we'll go ahead and throw that one in just like that. You can go ahead and click these to get information, and you'll have to, of course, agree to terms of service and privacy policy. Have to provide a birth date, so I'm going to go ahead and pause again while I put that one in. Okay, so we've gone ahead and hit the enlist button, and we now have a brand new Robert Space Industries account. So obviously I've got 5,000 Alpha UEC starting cash because of that referral code. So it's in your interest and in my interest, I guess, to go ahead and use that code, or really any other code that you may get from any other content creators out there. I'm partial to mine, of course. And then in my hangar, you can see all of the different things that you have, any ship upgrades, all that kind of stuff. Billing, subscriptions, communications, organizations that you may belong to. You can create them or search and join one. I do recommend doing that. There are a lot of them out there that are recruiting. Getting hooked in with a good organization will definitely improve your experience with Star Citizen. Then of course you've got your settings, security, profile, all that kind of stuff. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and go back to the main page. There we go. And we can go ahead and go back to robertspaceindustries.com, and we can go ahead and hit play now. And this will bring you to the download window where you can go ahead and you'll verify you have your account, that you have a game package. This one's just the free fly, so it's valid until November 30th. You have access to the Stanton Arena Commander and your own hangar module. You can download the installer here. I already have one, of course, from my original account, so I don't have to do that. And you can go ahead then and download the starter and install the Robert Space Industries download. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. At gmail.com and throw my password into there. Okay, so you will have to go through a couple of authentication steps. You'll need to jump into your email and verify your account. Once you've done that, though, you can go ahead and launch the game, assuming, of course, that you've downloaded that. You'll have to go ahead and accept the end user license agreement, which I encourage you to read, and the pre-release testing terms, which basically just says that this is an alpha, it's subject to change. I'm going to go ahead and load this up, and we'll play Star Citizen as if for the first time. Okay, so here we are in the main screen. It says to unlock your friends list, select a primary residence in the persistent universe. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that. We can select our gender. I'm just going to go ahead and go with a male one. Cycle through some available sources here. There we go. And begin blending. Randomize. A couple times till there's something I kind of like. There we go. We'll go ahead and go with that. Alright, and now you're going to go ahead and select a system. There's only Stanton at this point. I'm going to go ahead and select a location. Because this is a free fly event and all of this is taking place at New Babbage, I recommend there. And you can go ahead and set as primary residence. And this will allow you to load into the verse. Be aware that this may take a minute your first time in. For me, it was probably the best part of 30 or 40 seconds, and I do have a decent computer. And so, here we are, loaded into the verse for the first time. We'll be waking up at a bed here in New Babbage. You can get out of the bed by pressing W or holding Y. And that will allow you to get up, look around your bed and your little habitation area, and head out. You'll hold the F key on your keyboard to go ahead and get out of here and make your way down to the elevator. This is the New Babbage elevator. It'll take you down to the lobby. The tips down there at the bottom are something you should pay attention to, but they're not super critical. Some of them kind of show up at random times. Come on in, bud. There we go. Heading down to the lobby. And here we are. You're going to go ahead and head out to the right over here. And then assuming that you want to get down to either your spaceship or to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, you're going to go ahead and head down here to the Metro Loop. If you just want to go directly to your spaceship, we're going to go to the left to the spaceport. If you want to go to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo Tobin Center, we'll go ahead and get onto the train here. Oh, we've just missed it. That's going to be about 45 seconds. So we'll go ahead and pause while we wait for the train to re-arrive. Okay, so the train will be here in about 15 seconds. I'm going to go over a few basic controls. While you're on foot, you can hit the I button to pull up your inventory. And that'll show you, first of all, your character, the helmet and bodysuit, and whatever things you might have in your inventory. You can press the F1 key on your keyboard to access your mobi-glass. We start out with 25,000 alpha UEC. And you can page through here to see your comlink, vehicle manager, knickknacks, which will show you all the different things that you have in the verse, skyline, which is your system map, trader, where you can send and receive money, contract manager, where you can see different missions, your vehicle maintenance, which you can really only access when you're in your ship, the journal, which will walk you through various different aspects of Star Citizen, and Delphi, which shows you your different reputation ratings with different organizations. There are several of those throughout the verse, which you'll get used to and become better acquainted with as you take the opportunity to fly around. So here we are at the Expo Center. We're going to go ahead and head up to the center, see some of the ships that are available. Because it's the IAE, Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, you'll be able to rent any of these ships for free, which I recommend doing, as it's a great way to test out some of the ships during the free fly event. These ships do rotate on a daily basis, so stop by each day to check out some of the different ships. Each of them can be rented for free. We'll go ahead and go up to the Apex Hall, and there is now a Zenith Hall as well, because there are two different ship manufacturers on display today, and I believe for the rest of the expo. You can hold the shift key to run, and you can also scroll up on the mouse wheel to increase your walking speed. Here are a few of the ships. Today is Anvil Day, and so there are several different Anvil ships that you can purchase. There's the C8X Pisces, which is one of the ships that you can get as a starter pack. You can go ahead and rent this one for free. And this will be added to your list of ships that you can spawn. Go ahead and run over here and pick up the Hawk as well. This is a little bit of a bounty hunting ship, but it's not particularly well fitted for combat. We'll go ahead and grab one of those so that we have a couple of different options. And we'll go over here and we can pick up the Anvil Hurricane. This one's actually quite a beast of a ship. It's recommended to fly with two characters, or yourself and another player, as there is a manned turret on the top of it. You can have a little look around. The entrance is in the back here. There is a hatch up the front here also. We can't get into this one at this point. Oh, there we are. There's the chair. Oh goodness. Bit of a glitch there. There are plenty of those in Star Citizen, so just be forewarned. This is the Anvil Carrack. This one can also be rented. So we'll go ahead and do that. I've not flown one of these around before. I don't have one of these on my account. Quite a nice ship. It's got a decent amount of firepower. This is the new medical Pisces. It's got a medical bed, as well as some medical equipment down there. Great for picking up injured characters and reviving them. The Anvil Gladiator, which is a bit of a bomber. And the Anvil Arrow, which I definitely recommend getting if you're into ship-based combat. I have one of these on my usual account. It's great for getting in and flying around the verse, doing some various different combat missions. I'm going to go ahead and rent one of these. There we go. This same procedure can be followed, of course, for any of these different ships that are on display during any of the days of the IAE Expo. For now, we'll go ahead and head back to the spaceport so that we can see the different ships that we've now rented and get into the verse. We've arrived at the NBIS, New Babbage International Spaceport. We'll go ahead and head out to the hangars. You'll come to this little elevator room here. Hold F and click on Call Elevator. Holding F on your keyboard, of course, is the default interaction key for just about everything in the verse. Something you're free to rebind if you wish to, but the default is just holding the F key on your keyboard. Go ahead and head up to the NBIS terminal. And we'll head out to the left. You'll go through customs. Interstellar. New Babbage Interstellar Spaceport, not international. Just to your right here is where you can claim or deploy any of your ships. There are a couple different neat things that you can do over here as well. Some ship rentals. You can pick yourself up a Pico plushie if you wish to, as well as some various different foods and drinks. Right now we won't worry about that. You can also interact with the person over here by holding the F key and clicking on them, and she'll be happy to tell you a little bit about New Babbage. For now, we'll go ahead and head over to the ASOP terminal. Hold the F key and click. And we'll see all the different ships that we have available to us. Because we rented these, all of these will be available to us. If you're brand new to the verse and haven't rented any of these, you'll have the Aurora MR, or whichever starter ship that you've purchased. This is the free fly one that is available with this week's free fly, so we'll go ahead and retrieve that one. It's going to go to Hangar 3, and you'll be able to tell where that is by looking for the blue text. As you can see, Aurora MR Hangar 3, right there. Hold F again to call your elevator. F and click on Hangar 3. And away we'll go. This is your hangar and your first ship into the verse, the Aurora MR. If you hold F, you can go ahead and hit open or enter ship. You'll go ahead and climb up. Whoop. And hopefully not crash into your first ship. There we go. Bit of a hang there. You can hold F and left click to enter the pilot seat. And then hit the R button on your keyboard to power up all of your ship engines, avionics, shields, and weapons. Holding F will allow you to look around the cockpit. Otherwise, moving your mouse will move around the controls, as you can see on the right-hand stick there. You can hit the F1 key, click on Comlink, Friends, and New Babbage International Spaceport to hail the spaceport and request takeoff. They'll go ahead and open up the doors for you. You'll be able to take off. You can hold or pulse the spacebar, take off. The mouse will control your look up, look down, look to the left, and look to the right. Q and E will control your roll. Space controls going up. Controls going down. A and D controls sliding left or right. And scrolling up on the mouse wheel increases your speed limiter, as you can see on the left-hand side over here. We'll go ahead and zoom up into the sky. Holding Shift will increase your boost, which allows you to accelerate a little bit quicker. We'll go ahead and pitch up. And climb out of the atmosphere of New Babbage. There are several other ships around us, as you can see by the radar sitting right here. I'm not too worried about them currently, but they are something to look out for as you're flying around in the verse. Up ahead and to our right, right there in the ring of lights, you can see the Port Trussler space station. We'll go ahead and press B to spool up our quantum drive and align to the target. Once it goes blue like that, you'll be able to go ahead and properly align and calibrate. Once it stops beeping, you can hold the B button and warp towards the station. Be prepared for a little bit of a hang. Oftentimes when you're leaving a planet for the first time, or even leaving a planet period, you can have a little bit of a frame drop and wind up right next to the space station once you jump out of quantum travel. You can scroll down on your mouse wheel there to change your maximum speed and bring that down and make your ship a little easier to control. We'll go ahead and land up here at the spaceport. And that will be your introduction to the verse. You can hold the F key again and look over here to the Open Comms channel or to Port Trussler and click on the Contact button, and it will go ahead and hail Port Trussler and request a landing pad. This little icon here, the little down chevron, shows you where your landing pad is. We'll go ahead and fly over to that. I recommend scrolling down on your mouse wheel as you get closer to help to reduce your speed and make it easier to fly and land your brand new spaceship. The doors will open up. You'll be able to gently nose your spaceship into the hangar. You'll want to press the N key on your keyboard to bring the landing gear down. The F4 button will get you to your outside camera and allow you to make a controlled landing. Pressing the control key, or pulsing it, slowly lower your ship to the hangar floor and bring you to a safe landing. Holding the Y key will allow you to get out of your seat. Because of a bug, it's currently a good idea to press the I key on your keyboard and turn off your engines, and then get out of your seat. You can hold the F key and exit your ship. And then we'll go ahead and head into the space station so that we can safely stow our ship inside the hangars here. We'll click on the lobby again, which is where all of our ASOP terminals are located. Hold F and left click. And we can go ahead and store our brand new ship. If you have other ships attached to your account, you can go ahead and hit the claim button and file a claim, which will bring that ship to your current location. You can pay the expedited fee if you wish to, but at this point, especially if you're brand new and only have that 20,000 or 25,000 Alpha UEC, it's best to just wait out the time. You can see how much time you have until it arrives right here. For us, it's 4 minutes and 20 seconds. You can do this same thing whenever you have a destroyed ship. Just place the claim, and that ship will be delivered to your location. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. And welcome to the verse. Take care, everyone. Ta-ta.